Here we are, first week of January, and as promised, the debut of the new Super Singles for the Sprinter 3500 chassis. This is by a company, Titan7, and we do carry Titan7 forged wheels for the Sprinter and the Grenadier, so this is a new lineup from them. This is a 19.5 by 8. Yeah, you heard me right. Not a 19, not a 17, it's a 19.5. And the reason why it's a 19.5 is because it fits commercial truck tires. Why do we want commercial truck tires? Well, not only does this particular wheel have a really high load rating, it's 5,000 pounds, the tires that mate to this from Toyo, which is the M655 and a 245, 70, 19.5 have a basically 5,000 pound load rating, which is 1,000 pounds more than what the 295, 70, 17s have from Toyo, those RT Trails, those BF Goodrich HD Terrains, the Falcons, like all of those are load E range that have a max load rating of 3970, which is great. We haven't had any issues with those tires. But we know that those are numbers based off of the max air PSI. And so I believe it's at like 80s. So if you're deflating to, let's say, 50, 60, to get more comfort out of the tire, you're decreasing that load range, that load capability. I think those numbers are conservative anyways. And like I said, we haven't had any issues. The tires hold up. But we have had some concerns from customers and dealers that, said that maybe it was just too close to their comfort level. So the Titan7s answer, that calling. These, have a higher load rating. So at 4960 or something in that range, basically 5,000, you can afford to air down. You can, when you're off-roading, those tires are 16 ply and readily available because they're commercial truck tires. And so that's what makes this a great wheel, is that not only do we have a design that, because of the 19.5, you can see longer spokes. So aesthetically, it's more pleasing, but also we've got a stronger wheel that holds up to 5,000 pounds, far exceeding the gross vehicle weight rating in the front and rear, even the combination. And the tire as well. So some of those larger builds, like the Echoes that come out at 11.5, right out of the lot, dry weight, are already right at the max of that rear axle load rating. And people are, putting on all sorts of stuff on those Echoes. And we've got, the new cab chassis style builds that are coming out. You're seeing a lot of those from like OVP, GeoTrek, Nomad RV, Tiffin. So they're all competing for that Echo, demographic, those buyers. And so they're going to want a wheel that they can stand by, and be assured that, it will hold the load rating and even when they're aired down, they can have confidence that the tire will not blow out and that the wheel will not break. Like I said, never an issue, but the numbers are there, and that's what the demand has been, and that's what we've seen over the years since the beginning of the Rika Super Singles. So this is the front wheel, and we'll go ahead and pull out a rear wheel for you guys to take a look at. All right, here is the wheel you guys have all been waiting for. This is the new Super Single. This is the rear of the Titan7 Super Singles for the Sprinter 3500 chassis. Also, as well as the 4500, we don't see too many of those, but 3500 builds, we've got a new wheel from Titan7, and notice all the spokes, the clean, smooth design. This is a hyper black color and has dual valve stems for the newer Sprinters that have TPMS in them. That wasn't a thing before, but it is now. So the Super Singles now have dual valve stems. And so we've got this wheel. Like I said before, this is a 19.5 by 8. So it's gonna have a load rating of 5,000 pounds, which is huge and great quality. So more to come on this. It has different colors. This is hyper black. We've also got black. We've got bronze, and then we can also do some custom colors for customers as well. So we're starting pre-orders this month, and our goal is to have them probably by March in that time frame. So if you're working on a build, if you're, we've got some inquiries from builders that have a fleet of vehicles that they're working on, especially some of those larger box style Sprinters. These, as like the Raikas, they sell out really quickly. The 3500s are taken off on the market, especially those box style builds. So if you have questions, you want to do a pre-order, feel free to give us a call. Phone number at Shadowmarq is 714-805-7379. And you can always reach us by email at productinfo@shadowmarq.com, or just send us a message on Instagram as well. We're heavy on Instagram, on that social channel. So we'll post more pictures of this, some videos of it. And we can't wait to see more of these Super Singles on your next build. All right, guys, take a look at the spare wheel for the Titan7 Super Singles. This is basically a front wheel. So as a spare, it fits right up at the front, no adapter needed. This machined face right here is flush, and so it will fit right up to the rear hub adapter, and will be a spare for the rear as well. So you only need one universal spare to fit all around your Sprinter build. So these are the wheels that we've mounted up really quick so that you guys can take a look at the aesthetics. We don't have the cap on. Some may prefer not to put the cap just for a little bit more rugged look, but this is hyper black on white, but we can do black and bronze. Bronze is what I had before, but go ahead and take a look. These are the 245, 70, 19.5 Toyo M655s, and these are the new Super Singles from Titan7, 19.5 by 8. All right, now we are in the rear. This is the rear setup. So these are the Titan7 Super Singles in the rear, hyper black, dual valve stems on the M655 Toyo tires. Again, these have a high load rating. We can deflate these for off-roading. They've got really aggressive knobs. These are great tires because they have a lot of traction on and off road. They're snow peak rated, and the higher load rating for a van. This one, not so much, but the heavier vehicles is gonna make a big difference for you guys. So this is it right here. Let us know what you think.